Hello, my divine female friends out there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Adela. If you are here for the first time, please subscribe, like this video if you like it, leave a comment if you have something to say about it, and hit that notification button so you can be notified about the videos that I upload. I normally do monthly readings for all the zodiac signs. I started doing daily guidance messages as well, so you may want to check them. And last month I started with the series of the journey of the divine feminine, because as a female person living in this world, in this reincarnation, I feel like I'm growing every day in my personality and understanding what I am as a woman, as a female, because one becomes a woman and it's not born one. So yeah, I just want to check the energies about the divine feminine here together with you, and I hope this can help us, grow and understand better our nature. I have here as a card, I always take as a starting point the Empress card. And now I just want to get 3 cards first and see where do we stand in our journey this month of February. Yes, we have here the Empress, and I love the Empress. For me, she's this card, and she is the representation of the feminine archetype in this in tarot, and she's beautiful, and she's something that I like to see and to get inspired from when I want to be more aware of where I'm going with my personality, with my femininity. This is something that I want to embody. So I think she's a good energy that we can use here to guide us into our journey. Because, nowadays we can both have the masculine and feminine features, but the important thing is to understand from which polarity are we working, are we dealing, are we being. So it took me a while to understand that actually the polarity from which I'm working on, I'm being, I'm feeling, I'm acting is the female. It's the feminine polarity. And I want to make sure that in that polarity I am I am whole, that I understand it completely, that I embody it completely, and then I can use my masculinity or the masculine side, because we have them both, to work for me, to work for my femininity, to work for the female, for the feminine polarity. So it's important to have this as our starting point, as our trampoline from this deep-rooted consciousness and embodied consciousness. Then we can sort of act. And I think it's important as well, like to help us in our journey to take, for example, to relate to Venus, no, the planet that embodies actually femininity. And as we see it here, the Empress has the sign of Venus, of the planet of Venus here on the side where she is sitting. And right now in February, we had from beginning of February until the 7th of February, Venus was in the sign of Pisces. And on the 7th of February, today, when I'm making this video, is moving in the same sign of Aries, which is actually a very interesting movement. So, like, if you need a reference in your life, and if you need one of the planets in your life, each of us has one planet related to our sign. But when you want to relate to your femininity, then you can use the planet of Venus to see where is Venus right now and how is Venus actually connecting to the other planets. So it's interesting, this movement that Venus is doing now, because in the sign of Pisces, Venus, it's very more intuitive, it's much more open, it's all about, not only about the self, but about the other. It's about the unconditional love. So we might be coming in February with this energy, and we have had this energy as well, maybe in the end of January. But now with the Venus entering in Aries, and Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, and representing the first house, the house of the eye, and being a little bit more of a masculine energy, Venus is going out, like our feminine side, our femininity, it's going outside of this very expanded, very unconditional, loving, very intuitive position, and it's going actually in a more active, proactive, initiating, thinking more about the self as the self, rather than the self as always related to others, as Pisces does. Although we have to keep in mind that the entire month we will still have this Piscean influence, because we have Mercury in the sign of Pisces as well, moved on the 3rd of February in the sign of Pisces. So when it comes to communication, you want to keep that Piscean energy. And with the Piscean energy, I mean even more feminine way of communicating, being soft, being more intuitive, being more creative, being more open, being more universal, not relating only to the self from the ego point of view. When you communicate, you can be more poetical, actually. You can be more open, you can be more unstructured, you can be more free, more intuitive, more feeling like. But when it comes to the things that you want to achieve this month, you need to be a little bit more assertive. You will be, because Venus moving into Aries, you know, now you can be a little bit more clear with your boundaries, with the things that you want and you don't want. And if you want something, you will have that energy of just going and getting it for yourself. And not being, mad or complaining or making other people guilty why they are not giving you what you need. It is time now for you to go and get a little bit what you need. Because the Empress, it's of course here she is very poised, she sits, she attracts a lot, but even as female, as women's, as feminine energy, we are moving all the time between this attracting and going after things, attracting and then going after things. Maybe from our position we need to attract more than go and get it, but sometimes we have to do it too, especially when it comes to our needs, because Venus, it's all about our needs, our personal needs. It's about emotion, it's about feeling, it's about the body, it's about everything material that is related to our self-worth, to our values, and that makes us feel good. So if it's something that you need to feel good, now in February, you just go and get it for yourself. I'm not talking about other people or to please other people, to please yourself. You have this energy to go and get it right now. And it's interesting here because, as I said, here we have the Empress, and down here we have like this 3 cards, and these 3 cards are sort of very masculine energies right now. But first of all, I like here the Page of Cups underneath the Empress, because the Page of Cups, it's a page, it's, as we see here, it's a boy, but the cups represents emotions, represent water signs. The Page of Cups represent the sign of Pisces right now, and the page is a very young energy. So I was saying about that communication, keep that light communication, keep that warm communication, keep that playful communication. When it comes to communication, when it comes to communicating your need, or when it comes to communicating your decision, be very soft, be very gentle, be very playful, be very soft. Express yourself, because it's a page, you need to express yourself. Don't keep your feelings for yourself right now. Make offers. The Page of Cups is as well about making an offer, making a romantic offer, an emotional offer, a special gift to somebody. But to me right now, it's more about communicating here, and communicating in that Piscean way, in that very open way, in that very intuitive way, in that very naive way, if you want so. Relate to that sort of naivety of your character as a woman, as a female, at your girly side, at your childish side of yours when you communicate. Although the things that you want to communicate, or like where this need to communicate comes from, it's actually from the King of Swords. Like deep down, you are very assertive, you are very clear, you are very sure about the limits, about your boundaries, about what you want to have, about what you don't want to have, about what you want to achieve, what you don't want to achieve. It's even more like, right now, it's not so much about achieving here. It's about keeping a certain position right now. As I said, achieving when it comes to your needs, yes, but not like going after work. I mean, we all have to do that. But I'm talking here from more of a spiritual dimension. Where do we need to be spiritually and with our energies? We all have to continue with our day jobs and whatever. But right now it's about keeping a certain position. So when it comes to that position, when it comes to that decision, when it comes to that foundation, when it comes to that belief of yours, you are very firm. You are like this King of Swords. This is like the seed underneath this beautiful Empress. It's like her boundaries, her limits, her beliefs, her goals, her vision. She's very clear and she's very defensive when it comes to that. Not that she's defending it from other people, like keeping it away, but it's just like it's very poised, it's very concentrated, it's very clear. But this is for you, inside of you. It's like a decision that you take with yourself inside of you. This is what I want to have. This is the life that I want to have. This is the space that I want to build. Are the things that I will allow or I will not allow. This is an internal discussion that you have with yourself and an internal decision that you take with yourself. But when it comes to communicating this decision, when it comes to communicating these boundaries, when it comes to sharing it with other people, you are asked to be playful, childish, emotional, caring, responsive, empathic. So don't cut anything with these swords when it comes to communication. You need this King of Swords just to be clear with yourself what you want to have and what you don't want to have. And when it comes to communicate those decisions, be very gentle, be very emotional, be very open, be very feminine, be in your nature. Because the Page of Cups here, even if it represents a man, it's very fluid in his identity. Be fluid with your communication. Don't close anybody up right now. Don't close any communication. You might be a little bit afraid right now, or like you might be feeling like you have to defend yourself. You have to defend your territory. You have to fight to keep your position. But I think this is just an illusion. This is just, this is a little bit too masculine for me. Because actually the Empress, she believes, she has higher beliefs. And because she's backed up and because she sits in this King of Swords, she's pretty sure about her position. So actually she does not need to fight. She does not need to fight to keep this position. All she needs to do is actually to communicate. So communicate whatever your needs are. And be gentle, don't be afraid. But just don't use your energy in protecting your position right now. Because this might be very tiring. This might bring you a little bit out of your poised position. And these energies are in general energies that we can use not only for now, but in our journey. I don't think this is a very good energy, very nice energy for us to be as women. In that, where we feel that we are being attacked, where we feel that we have to protect ourselves, where we feel that we have to fight for something, because there is always another way. Because this kind of situation, they bring us into a masculine energy that I don't know how productive that can be. Because this person here, if you see him, he is above all these other people that are apparently down there. And he can as well just turn around and walk away. But sometimes we need to make that switch in our heads that we don't need to fight. We just can leave the situation. So it's about this balancing of what do you do? What kind of tools do you use? as a feminine, as a female, as a woman, what kind of tools do you use? And make sure that your tools are always at least start with communication before you take action. Whenever you take action, be aware. Where are you tapping in? Which kind of energy? Are you taking action for what reason? So you want to take action when it comes to your needs. That's what you want to do, but not when it comes to society or to, bigger groups or family. There are other people as well around you that need to do this sort of action. So actually our way of dealing as women, it's about the tools that we use. In doing, in achieving what we want, in getting what we want. It's the way, the approach. Yeah, interesting here. Because first of all, I want to talk about the Three of Cups, which is beautiful card when it comes to femininity for me. This is like a unification of female group. So this is like the backup for us. This is our community. These are our friends. This is our family, other female friends in our group. And it's like that union that we have with them that actually gives us, first of all, support, that gives us energy, that creates a force within ourselves. But it's as well a source of energizing ourselves and loading our female energies. And it's a source that, grounds us, as I said, gives us support. So actually this King of Swords sits underneath this Three of Cups. So this decision that you have taken internally, those boundaries, those limits, that firm belief that you have, you want to make sure that this is backed up from your friends, from other females, that they know about it, that you talk with them about it, that you get their support. Because when you do that, first of all, you get from them the support, and second of all, you share with them your own experience, and you can both benefit from this. So don't forget this. This is like your charger. This is like your battery, the other female friends around you. So get together, eat, cook, take care of each other, touch each other, take care of each other in a different way, in a very freely way, and talk about your decisions, talk about your boundaries, your limit, your awareness, that thing that you have been realizing. Share it with them, because it helps them and it helps you at the same time. Now we have here the Seven of Swords, and to me, right now, the Seven of Swords is that, in general, the Seven of Swords is a sneaky energy. It's a shortcut. It's an egoistic energy. It's thinking about yourself. It's a very mental energy. It's not a clean energy, let's say. And to me right now, here it's masculine. It's sort of masculine energy. And actually, it's like the opposite of the Page of Cups. So you want to approach that situation, that decision that you have been taking, you wanna approach it from the Page of Cups, but you be careful not to slip in this energy of the Seven of Swords, where suddenly you think, okay, I am right, this is my right to be like this, to feel like this, to have this thing, and I don't care about other people, and I'm going to do my thing now, and whatever they do, like finding not a clean way of dealing with it, because this is the easy way. This is a masculine, not healthy masculine way of dealing with things, with decisions, with communication, with action. So be careful not to slip into this. You want to keep your Page of Cups energy. You want to be open, emotional, approachable. You want to offer, you want to be open. There is no risk here because your decision is very clear, it's very firm, it's very stable. So don't overdo it by even communicating in the energy of Seven of Swords. Again with swords, again with mental, again with me, I'm right, I don't care. This is not what you want for yourself, and this is not what you want for the environment. This is not the energy that you want to spread out there. So be careful, don't to slip in this shortcut, because this is a shortcut. It's a very, we all can do this way of communication. It's very easy. We don't deal with it. It's not easy to do the Page of Cups though. Better to say, you have to be so connected to your feminine side to, even after you take that kind of decision, that kind of position, still maintain your integrity in the way how you communicate, how you make yourself understood, how you approach other people. And here this Five of Pentacles energy, which is underneath the Seven of Wands energy, this is, be aware of this Five of Pentacles, because the Five of Pentacles, it's a lack mentality. It's like when we think we are lacking something, when we have a problem, when you don't have enough, where it's a victimizing energy too. Feeling like the victim of a situation, not feeling satisfied, feeling like suffering, feeling like as well other people are not letting you progress, or like having that idea, if that problem was not in my life, everything would be possible. Because this Seven of Wands and this Five of Pentacles, somehow they are related. It's like even with this card here, you want to let out this energy, this Five of Pentacles, which is okay, I know. But here, as I said, it's about this fighting and this protection. It's not your role in a way to do that. Your role is to communicate, to say what you like and what you don't like, and say it as clear, as soft, as beautiful as you can. It's not your decision, it's not your role to protect the environment and what you have and your position. And this Five of Pentacles, it's something like you are afraid about, you want to leave it out. And I'm a little bit afraid because it's like here in the corner of these energies, this is like a doubt. This is like a limitation. It's like a far, far away thought in our unconscious. A lack energy, an energy of lacking. That things are not working, that oh, if I had this and if I had that, and if things would just be different, if I would be in a better position. You are in a very good position. Don't forget that. So don't let these limiting beliefs, these low vibration energies come up to you. So I'm happy that this is down here in the corner. Just, you know, like, okay, let it there at least. Don't give it any importance. please. Don't go to those limiting beliefs, because they can cause you problems. They can cause you even to think that you have to fight against everybody else and people don't want you to be up there and to be happy and to be this and that. Don't go into that road at all. Look at this beautiful Empress. Try to maintain this kind of energy, this kind of territory, this kind of kingdom for yourself. And get together with your friends, with your girls, with your other females, with your protective, supportive group around you. Eat with them, share with them, talk, and talk about this decision of yours. And if this is somebody in your life, some king of swords in your life that may be a little bit rigid, or I don't know, right now maybe a little bit distant, be easy in your communication with him. Be easy. It's not a big communication. Don't talk about big issues, small issues. Be gentle. It's something that, it's something that will change soon. So be a page, be a young energy, be playful, don't take things too seriously. And talk as well about this with your friends. They might support you about this issue that you have. Just, you see, we have here these 3 cards that are not of such a good energy, and these 3 cards that are of very good energy, and they go in line with your nature more. So concentrate on them and just be aware of these other energies that might tempt to bring you down, to limit you, to give you shortcuts, to give you ways of acting that are not beneficiary for your nature. Okay, my dears, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and support me. Please, you will find my PayPal donation in the description box. Any donation, it's helpful, so I can do this for you further. I wish you all the best, my dear female friends, and I will see you soon. Bye.